Good morning. So I am actually on a hike, and something told me to sit right here, literally by the water. Okay, and I just wanted to talk really quick about the sacredness of vision. And for the past couple days, I've been meditating upon Lesson 42 in A Course in Miracles, which says, God is my strength, vision is his gift. And one of the statements in there says, God's gifts must be mine because he gave them to me. And I've just been meditating upon this for a couple days and realizing how precious vision is. And we either use it in a very delightful manner or we use it destructively. And I was actually listening to these YouTubers named Owen Cook and Julian Blanc, and they basically teach social skills. And they were speaking about how people who are ran by their egos, or like the false version of themselves, how they cannot create dopamine by themselves. So they have to use dopamine to they have to get their dopamine from putting others down. And one thing they said was that people who operate from this false sense of self pretty much can't focus on nothing other than they can only focus on the bad. They can only focus on what's wrong with the world. They can only focus on fear and different things like that. And that made me think about vision and how we can either use, and I really just made a podcast episode about this, but we can use vision to create the life of our dreams, or we can use it to create a life that is fear-based, that is full of drama, full of chaos, full of trauma, and different things like that. So I just thought about it, and it's so important, because I've been down that road too, where I've used my vision in a very destructive manner. And what did that get me? So for example, I used to be the type of person that will always focus on the lack of love. I didn't know that I was doing this, but I was doing it. And people could, love could be right in front of me, but I couldn't see it because I was always focused on the lack of love. And I've been around those type of people as well, who's always focused on the lack of love, and they're very draining to be around, because it's like, I'm showing you that I love you, but all you're focused on is where you're not receiving love. You know what I'm saying? And that is a very frustrating life to live. Very, very frustrating. So my perception of life was, I was always seeking where love wasn't being given to me. I couldn't even see the love in myself. I couldn't see the parts of myself or the aspects of myself that I absolutely adored or loved, because I was always focused on the parts of me that I absolutely hated. Okay, you see? And as a result of that, my life wasn't the way I wanted it to be. I was always spiraling out of control. And what I mean spiraling is spiraling into a depression, spiraling myself into a depression. And I would always blame something outside of me as why I'm not feeling loved. Okay. I will always blame something outside of myself. I would need something outside of me to change. I would need other people to change in order for me to feel a sense of love, a sense of safety, right? And I realized that I can give safety to myself. I've learned how to give safety to myself. And one of the things that I like to do is nurturing my nervous system, telling myself that I am safe, that I don't have to worry about things. And sometimes, this is another one. I don't know what's taking over me, but I was living from the state of consciousness when I first experienced woundedness. I was still operating out of that state of consciousness, right? So if I was still operating out of that state of consciousness, if I was still feeling those feelings, that's how I see my world. That's how I see my world. Okay. It's so funny because I went on a walk the other day, and one thing that came to me was people don't know what they want to do per se. People know how they want to feel, right? So, and I talked about this in my podcast. So for the most part, I used to think that, like I said, I thought that I needed something outside of myself to fix me. Okay. But I really didn't need anything outside of me to fix me. For the most part, sometimes all I wanted was, sometimes I would think it was money that I needed money to feel better. Right. And I was like really placing money on a pedestal because I needed money to make me feel better. But sometimes I just wanted to be nurtured. Sometimes I just wanted creativity. Sometimes I wanted to feel inspired. Okay. Sometimes I just wanted satisfaction. But I thought it was an object outside of myself that I needed to feel those things. And again, I was subconsciously putting those things on a pedestal. Okay. So for love, as far as love, I used to think that it was other people's job to give me love. I would place other people on a pedestal to give me love. Well, as a result of that, I would place other people on a pedestal. And you know what? I wouldn't receive it that way. Right? But the more I've learned to focus on love, I receive a lot of love. It's a very interesting way how life works. And I'm starting to see life as a riddle. And it's so fun. It's so fun. It's an adventure. It's literally an adventure. Okay. So that's all I had to say for the day. And I will see you guys in the next video or the next time. I'm gonna go finish my hike and enjoy my hike, the rest of my hike, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.